Hello everyone, this is Pieman. Another video coming at you. It's been a while since I've made one of these. It's probably how it's going to stay for a little while, just because, I don't really feel like making playthroughs anymore, at least not until I can get a webcam or something, because that's what really reels people in nowadays. Everyone's obsessed with the webcams and stuff. But anyway, I'm here to bring another rant video about Modern Warfare Zombies, Operation Deadbolt. And just before anyone says, "Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about," blah blah blah, I don't have any playtime, I don't have any experience. Here's all 3 acts at 100%, and here's all my gear, and here's all my operators with loaded gear. Here's my stats page to show you my zombies playtime. 4 days, 6 hours, 3 minutes. So yeah, starting off things, I am not new to this. I've obviously been playing for a while. But this is going to be a rant video because I need to get this off my chest about how bad this mode is. And I know that sounds weird, considering I'm still playing. I have all these stats, I have all this gear, I have all these guns leveled up, I finished all 3 act missions. You'd think, like, oh, why would he hate a mode like this? Well, I'm going to show you why I hate this mode. And I'm going to save the worst for last because it's by far the biggest problem with this mode. And it also isn't really... How do I put this? It's sort of like a part of the game itself, so I can't really explain it without showing it. But I'll save it for last because I gotta wind myself up to this shit. I gotta get myself prepared to deal with all this horse shit. If it loads any second now, sort of a problem with this. Another problem with this mode is all the crashes. I guess I could start with that. The crashes are annoying. Because this mode is basically DMZ with a different skin. Instead of fighting mercenaries and other players, you're fighting zombies and mercenaries. So, it's not really the same thing. But I digress. Because it is basically DMZ. And I'll show you as soon as this starts. So here we have our map with all these contracts on it. And we'll just go, I guess, step by step. Let's start with a bounty. Fuck it. Just so I can get into the meat of things. Because that's what this mode is about. I'll activate these perks. Upgrade my gun. Got a trophy for some reason. I guess because I haven't played on PlayStation yet. The only reason my stats are so high is because I've been playing on Xbox. I switched to PlayStation because my Activision account remains the same. But I guess I never got the achievements on PlayStation, so it's gonna proc it anyway. So we'll get a bounty. Anyway. So right off the bat, you're gonna see that this is basically a co-op zombies mode. All these blue arrows are other players. And I guess I can wean that into my first real issue with the game, the connection issues. The connection issues are borderline stupid. I mean, I have another word for it, but I can't use it because that wouldn't be politically correct. So, all this stuff in your storage, your large rucksack, your guns, your equipment, your self-revive, your durable, your perks, everything gets wiped if you crash the game, or even if you disconnect from the game, you wipe. And why is this a problem? Because, well, as you can see, zombies are only giving me 15 points per kill. It's not a point based on shots fired, it's point based on zombie kills. Which honestly isn't the worst thing in the world. But it becomes a problem once you see how much shit is worth at the shops. But we'll get to that next. The connection issues are an issue. Because you'll spend several games building up all this gear that I have, only to lose it to something that is not your fault, or something that is completely out of your control. So yeah, that's my first issue. I'll just say that now. Not going to rip into this game as much as Vanguard, because there are things about this mode that I like that are better than Vanguard, obviously. Vanguard was a piece of shit. And I make no apology for that. Anyway, let's get this bounty done. I guess stop dawdling around. Alright. So when you do a contract, you're going to get a reward rift, which will almost always contain useless shit. And when I say useless, I mean basically ammo mods that you don't need, or duplicates of things that you already have. 99% of the time, that's what your reward rift is going to contain. The other 1% of the time, you're going to get perks or schematics. Schematics you can use to permanently unlock certain things, which you can then craft later on. That's another story entirely. I'll get to that later. For now, I'm going to show you guys why this connection issue is such a big deal. Because, I mean, I've already talked about it, but I need to show you just how bad it is. Just how bad it is. It is abysmal. Alright. I'm also using one of the worst weapons in the game right now, but it's okay. One-shotting shit because I'm in the tier 1 zone, which is this colorless gray zone here. And the zombies here are super weak, so it's fine. How am I fucking missing? Alright, because this gun sucks. Anyway. Just give me one moment while I clear out the wave of zombies. So already you guys can kind of see that this is better than Outbreak. This is better than Vanguard, because there's actual, like, zombies for you to fight. It's not just running from point A to point B, grabbing vehicles to kill the 3 or 4 zombies wandering on the map. No. Every location you go to, even on the fucking middle of the road, a whole ass horde of zombies are gonna spawn in for you to kill. So, as far as zombie density goes, this mode did it right. This mode has done it right. But this is what shit is worth in the shop. And remember, when you're looking at these prices, that every zombie kill is 15 points. So the only way you can buy this stuff is to complete the contracts around the map, basically forcing you to do the contracts, because there's no other way to farm points. And they're all basically the same. I mean, you got bounties, which is going to have you kill 1 of 3 zombies. It's going to be a mangler. It's going to be a mangler, a disciple, or a mimic. So basically all the zombies you would find playing like the Cold War maps, like Firebase Z, or D-Machine, or Forsaken. You know, those are all the... Because they also have Mega Abominations up here in the red zone. That's the only zone they spawn in. But yeah, those are the only special zombies in the game at the moment. We don't have Megatons, we don't have Panzers, we don't even have like the Explodey zombies from Shangri-La or any unique zombie types like that. It's just regular run-of-the-mill zombies, Manglers, Disciples, Mimics, and Mega Abominations. That is it. Also, perk locations. So here's PhD Flopper. For some ungodly fucking reason, where are all these zombies coming from? Holy shit. It's gonna be hard to make a video on this when I'm constantly getting interrupted by zombies. Go figure. Anyway. For some ungodly reason, Treyarch or whoever the fuck made this piece of shit game mode decided to make the color of the perk icons the same as everything else. So, just for reference, the perks, the infested strongholds, the ammo caches, the shops, the mercenary camps and strongholds, the pack-a-punch machine, the redeploy drone, they're all the same fucking white background color. It's fucking horse shit. So, when you zoom all the way out, how the fuck are you supposed to find the perk locations? Like here, let's search for Jug. Let's see how long this, oh, there it is. Let's see how long Deadshot takes to find. Yes. Just scroll through the whole map. Let's take our time. Let's see if we can find Deadshot Daiquiri. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so see, you got a time limit of 45 minutes in each game, and you're spending about 3 or 4 of those minutes just looking for all the different perks around the map, because they're all the same fucking color. That's pointless, but, you know, on the bright side, there is the Wonderfizz, same map icon color, by the way. It's also white, but there is a Wonderfizz machine, so you can buy all your perks there. The problem is that going to the red zone is kind of a pain in the ass, unless you have these decoy grenades. Because surviving in the red zone is just borderline fucking impossible without decoy grenades, which is cool, isn't it? Like, a whole 1/4 of the map is unplayable without a specific grenade type or field upgrade. Isn't that fucking great? Isn't that fantastic? So we'll take our bounty contracts. We'll do another bounty. It'll probably be another Mangler. Yep, of course it is. I'm only doing this to illustrate how slow the point grinding is. So, you get 3,000 points from completing the bounty contracts. Most other contracts will give you 2K. Some of the contracts in the tier 2 zone will give you like 3 to 4K. And then all the contracts in the red zone give you 5K. But that's the only way to point farm in this game, because zombies, again, give you 15 each. Actually, that wasn't even 15. I have 42.25. Okay, that was 15. 42.40. That was 10. So some of the zombies don't even give you 15. I guess it varies between like 10... I guess it varies between 10 and 15, but I digress. I digress. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright. So, basically, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, for a game that's supposed to be about zombies, you don't get points by killing zombies. You get points by doing contracts. So already, it's nothing like zombies. And people fucking... No, people will fucking whine at you for saying, no, this mode isn't DMZ, it's zombies. Like, yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, go find one of the 5,000 contracts on the map to go get your points so you can pack-a-punch. You're not pack-a-punching your gun by killing zombies, you know, like you used to. The pack-a-punching your gun by doing contracts have honestly nothing to do with zombies. This is literally I don't know how anyone can make the argument that this isn't DMZ. Because this is exactly how DMZ works. You take a contract, you kill some zombies, or you take a contract, you kill some mercenaries, and then you take the rewards to the exfil or whatever the fuck. That's how it worked in DMZ. In this game, it's exactly the same, but with zombies, so... I'm sorry. You do not have the right to call this a zombie mode when you fucking make everything about doing contracts instead of killing zombies. Just saying. Already, you're missing the entire point of what makes zombies good. I might as well be playing Warzone, doing all these contracts. And then it's made even worse by the fact that there are players all over the map. Because these same players can swipe up a contract, take it right from you. Doesn't matter if you got there first, or doesn't matter if you pinged it, doesn't matter if you've been crossing halfway across the fucking map to get to a contract, doesn't matter. If another player drives up, they could swipe that contract right out of your fucking hands. And that's only like the fucking bare bone minimum of what's wrong with having an open world zombies with like 30 players. Because there's also the trolls. We gotta deal with the trolls too. And the trolls are the worst. Because oftentimes they will leave you for dead, or they'll get you killed in some other fashion. It doesn't matter. They will find a way to fuck over your game just so they can take your loot from you. And I have a better example for this, but I'll explain that when we're done with this. This contract here is the closest thing you are ever going to get to round-based zombies in this game. Because this is the only actual wave-based survival. It doesn't even feel like you're fighting waves. Just random groups of zombies spawning in different intervals. I'm gonna toss a decoy to get some of the zombies off of me. Oh, cool. It hit the fucking hellhound instead of the zombies. Awesome. Oh, I might die here. Hold on. Never mind, I'm good. Just kill these zombies right quick. Alright. Oh, look at that. We got speed cola. Alright. Yeah, that's one thing I like about this zombies mode. Is that because it plays like DMZ, because, you know, we didn't ask for it, but Treyarch gave it to us anyway. You get a backpack, and you can stow things in that backpack, like perk cans to use for later games, so, you know, it's useful in that regard. That is one aspect to this mode that is actually not terrible. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the rest of it is dog shit. So you see these little things here, the ether nests? Yeah. These ether nests contain chests inside of them. I'm not actually going to do it because it'll take time up of the video, and I want to spend that time doing other shit, but that ether nest contains a bunch of chests in it. And in order to unlock those chests, you need to complete the ether nest. And this is a problem because the loot is not instanced. Which means if you complete an ether nest and another player walks in as you complete the Ether Nest, they can loot your shit. You see, this is a, what is this? A mercenary stronghold? Yeah, there is an infested stronghold down here. The infested strongholds have even more loot in them. The amount of times, I can't tell you how many times I can count on both hands. I would complete an infested stronghold, fight through literal waves of hell to unlock all the chests in those buildings, and then a team of 2 people would run in and grab all of my loot and then run out. So, chair, sledgehammer, I don't know, or care, or really, I don't know or even care if you're watching this fucking video. Fuck you. Simply put, fuck you. Game like fucking Borderlands can do this shit so much better than you can. And Borderlands has existed for decades before you ever fucking dreamt this concept up in your fucking ballsack. Instanced loot. Don't let players steal your loot. It is a simple concept. And you failed. Very simple concept. Nothing simpler. Millions of other games do it. But not you, right? But yeah, that's another problem. We're gonna go into the tier 3 zone now. Not because I'm ready, because no one's ever ready. Because it's impossible to survive without decoys. Like I said, you know, if you spawn in with a Pack-a-Punch level 3 Wonderwaff, then yes, you could survive in the tier 3 zone with no setup. But even with all the setup in the world, you can't survive without decoys. Or unless you get super fucking lucky, like I said, and you get a wonder weapon, then yeah, you can do it. Other than that, you're fucked. Now let me show you a cute little trick. This is not so much a glitch or an exploit as it just is a fucking game design oversight. But you can force spawn certain contracts if you pick up other contracts and then cancel them right away. And I'm going to show you guys a good example of this once we get to the escort. See how many bullets it took to kill that Hellhound? An enemy that's supposed to be super weak? Yeah. That's tier 3 for you. You really think 2 more Pack-a-Punch levels is going to make a difference? It might make a difference against the Hellhounds. But not the zombies. Because the zombies are fully fucking armored. Nothing you can do about that. Unless you equip the Shatterblast mod, but then, you know, all the fucking tryhards watching this video are going to be like, bro, just equip Shatterblast, break their armor. Bring Casimir black hole grenades. Like, you can just kill them with that. Yeah, it's not really the point, though. Surviving in tier 3 should be about more than just grenades and ammo mods. You should be able to train zombies and shoot them, too, but, you know, God forbid we have actual, you know, zombie gameplay mechanics in a zombies game, right? Anyway, we take the contract, we cancel it, and then deliver cargo contract will spawn right here. Then we can take that and jump over here onto this curb and then parachute right down to the garage. Or we'll throw another decoy grenade. And we'll take the vehicle to the reward rift. And then we're done. That's it. Great zombies gameplay, am I right? Not even fighting zombies. Because I can't. And it's not even worth fighting zombies. Because they don't give you points. You just spam contracts until your fucking hair gets fucking gray hairs in it. And that's it. That is the entire purpose to zombies right now. You're not going to need to fight zombies unless you need to do fucking weapon camo challenges, which, you know, fair enough. That's another thing. That's another one fucking good thing I can say about zombies, is that the weapon camos actually look pretty good. But aside from that, no. It's dog shit. This whole mode is just... it's terrible. Now, we're approaching the end of the game. But I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. There's one more grading topic we need to discuss. And that can wait until after the game has ended. Some people feel that I may be being too critical of this game mode, that I may be too angry, I need to go take a chill pill, fucking clear my head, relax, that kind of shit. And you know what? Yeah, fair criticism. I probably should clear my head. First and foremost by getting the fuck off this game, but I digress. Because this is a rant, this is gonna be a rant video, obviously, and I need to get this out. I don't care if no one watches it. I just need to get it out of me. And I'm gonna fucking say every little thing that I can before I'm done. Because unlike all of the fucking Activision simps on Reddit, I am not holding anything back. They want to fucking sip that tea, drink that Kool-Aid, till the fucking cows come home. They can go ahead and do that. But that's not what I'm gonna do. Criticism is fair if it's true. And everything I have said is true. Technically. So... anyway, what am I trying to... alright, let's go on to the next topic. The next topic is these ether tools. So, for any of you that are unfamiliar, in Cold War, when you upgraded your weapon rarity, you would get salvage drops from zombies. You would take these salvage drops to workbenches, and then you would use it to upgrade your weapons, or to give yourself armor, or to buy grenades or kill streaks. In this mode, you don't have any of that. I mean, you have the armor, you have the weapon rarity, and you have the kill streaks, but you don't have salvage. So give me a second to clear out the endlessly spawning zombies. That's another thing. Just like DMZ, when you start shooting shit, it's when all this stuff just comes out of the woodwork and spawns indefinitely. But anyway, I'm gonna give all you guys a multiple choice. This is gonna be rhetorical because obviously this is recorded after the fact, so I'm not gonna be able to see your answer. Multiple choice. How do you upgrade your weapons in Modern Warfare Zombies? Is it A, finding salvage, B, finding random ether tools, or C, both? The answer is B. You have to find ether tools. Or play the mystery box. Those are the only two ways to upgrade your weapon rarity. That's it. How do you get ether tools, you might ask? Well, contracts. Now I hear you ask. Now I hear you. I hear you. Pie Man hears you asking, which contracts offer the best ether tools? And to that I say, I don't know. Because it's fucking random. Sorry for yelling. I'm probably gonna peek my microphone. But yes, upgrading your weapon rarity, which is one of the main sources of your fucking damage output, relies completely on RNG. completely. You're not going to get anything. I mean, granted, you can get damage upgrades by going to Pack-a-Punch machines. You know, 5, 10, 15,000 respectively. How do you get that? Well, you do more contracts, because again, it's not zombies, it's DMZ. But anyway, that's really your only consistent way of getting more damage on your guns. That's it. If you look for consistency in ether tools, fucking tough shit. This game mode has a time limit of 45 minutes. And I have spent several games doing non-stop contracts. Let me tell you how many ether tools I got. 0. 0 fucking ether tools. From several games where I did 8, 9, 10 contracts in a row. I didn't do anything else. I fucking ran past the zombies in the street. I just took contracts and I went. That's all I did. How many ether tools did I get? 0! So yes, half your damage output is Pack-a-Punch. The other half is weapon rarity. But you can't get weapon rarity efficiently or even consistently because it is entirely random. That is probably my second biggest gripe with this fucking mode. Next to the last thing I'm going to talk about. Which again I'm going to save until the end. But I can't stress enough how fucking shit it is. I really can't. In any case, I think I've shown you guys enough of tier 1 through 3. I think I've done a good job showing you all the different contracts, showing you all the different zones, and all the zombies within them. I haven't shown you every contract, actually. You saw deliver cargo. That was driving from point A to point B. Nice zombie gameplay there. You have bounties, which will give you 1 of 3 special enemies. Unless you're in the red zone, it can also give you a Mega Abomination. You have Outlast contracts. These little things here. It's the exact same... Motherfucker. Get the fuck off me for 2 seconds, please. Okay. Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have jumped off the crane. They don't spawn up there. Anyway, an Outlast contract is exactly the same as a raid weapon stash. It is exactly the same, just purple. Instead of staying next to a drill and waiting for the drill to complete, you're staying next to a weird machine and waiting for the machine to complete. That's the only difference. It is exactly the fucking same. The Outlasts have a higher chance of spawning different types of special zombies, though. You have Escort, which is basically like the escort mission from Outbreak in Cold War, where you just have to follow the RV around until it reaches its portal or whatever the fuck. There's 3 different portals it has to go to. And then there's 2 mercenary missions. There's the Aether Extractors, which send rockets down that you have to defuse while mercenaries shoot at you. Again, great zombie gameplay there. Defend Ground Station, which is the same, except you're just defending 1 point. It's like an Outlast contract, but with mercenaries instead of zombies. And there's riot shielders and everything. It's fucking terrible. Again, great zombies gameplay. Great zombies. It's fucking great. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, there's also spore control. That's a weird one. You have to use tactical grenades to blow open spores that spawn endless waves of zombies. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Those are all the contracts that are in the game right now. Season 1 is going to add a few more. But for the most part, it's just all going to be... It's just all going to be fucking, like, wave survival events. That's it. And granted, yes, those those fucking events are gonna be good for killing zombies. Don't get me wrong. They spawn a lot of zombies in, but that's not my fucking issue. Well, it is my issue, but it's part of the issue. One of the bigger issue is the fact that these are the only ways to get points in this game. There's no other source of points. You got 10 to 15 for each zombie kill. And then you get fucking 5,000 for doing one contract. It's insane. It's like, but dude, zombies used to give you like 80, 90 points when you killed them in other games. That would be OP. You'd be able to pack a punch so quick. It's like, so? Let me explain something else to you guys in case it wasn't obvious. This is a fucking player versus enemy game. PvE, okay? This isn't PvP, okay? This isn't DMZ. Anyone can get the strongest guns in the game and run around and kill zombies left and right. You can spend like half an hour every game just killing a shit ton of zombies so you can max out your shit. What the fuck is wrong with that? What does it matter if it takes half an hour to max yourself out or 15 goddamn minutes? It doesn't matter. It's a PvE mode. That's what zombies is. It's supposed to be fun. This isn't fun. This is fucking tedious. Running from contract to contract to contract to contract to contract to contract to contract. It's fucking stupid. Fuck. I just don't know a better word for it. I don't know a better word for it. Like, how fucking brain dead do you have to be to defend something like this? And yeah, you know what? I'm partly brain dead too for buying this fucking piece of shit.
Miller here. We just had a minor explosion in the ammo mod locker. Everyone's safe, but well, you know what triggered this last time? We're on top of it, Miller. All signs indicate. Strike team, this isn't an enemy we can fight. You need to start.
I gotta turn these people off. They're probably like the worst part of this whole game. Just the constant talking from the operators. Absolutely abysmal. And the humor is like fucking millennial cringe. Like, oh, bro. I don't remember what one of them says. They're like, bro, I left my fucking toaster in the oven. Like, what? What are you talking about? Ah, whatever. So, when the game's almost over, you have to exfil. Guess what? Just like DMZ. Because if you don't exfil, this purple zone right here spreads across the whole map until it kills everyone. Now let me ask you guys, what does that remind you of? A zone expanding until it swallows you up? What does that remind you of? Yeah. Now, for the life of me, I can't quite think of it. Oh, another trophy. Cool. Yeah, you get a list of all the shit you get to take with you, and you can use in future games. It's awesome. Whoa. Yeah. Hey, that's another thing. What does this XP screen remind you of? All the shit you did in the match, how many zombies you killed, how many POIs you went to. Like, give me a break, man. Give me a fucking break. You have got to be fucking joking if you think this is a good mode. And I have played my fair share of it, so I am allowed to say these things. Because I've had to deal with all of it. Honestly, far longer than I should have. But now let me get to the real meat of my entire fucking argument. The whole reason I'm making this video. This mode has a time limit. 45 minutes. A zombie mode where the developers said, hey, you know what? Quit having fun. We know you have all this great gear, maxed out shit, you're shooting zombies, you're having fun with your friends. Oh, by the way, go exfil. Because we don't want you to have fun anymore. That's the 45-minute time limit for you. Why does that exist? Why? Did they learn nothing from Vanguard? Like, okay, here's an issue with Vanguard, and it's kind of similar to Outbreak in the sense that the more objectives you did, the harder the game would get. And so, if you did too many objectives, eventually the zombies would get so strong that you wouldn't be able to do anything and you would just die. So yeah, that's terrible fucking game design. But you know what's worse? Is slapping me on the wrist for having fun. For giving me only 45 minutes to enjoy the upgrades I got. And I know I spent most of this video just running around and ranting and not really paying attention or doing contracts or upgrading my shit, but believe me, it takes a lot longer than you think to get your gear maxed out in this game. And even more so when you factor in how rare the ether tools are and how they're 100% based off of RNG. It is bullshit. Complete bullshit. If it worked like it did in Cold War, and zombies dropped salvage, and there were workbenches scattered around the map, it wouldn't be an issue. Because then it's like, hey, go do this contract so you can kill a bunch of zombies, so you can get more salvage drops, and use that salvage to upgrade your gun! And then they could even put the fucking workbenches right next to the Pack-a-Punch machine. That way you could have both weapon upgrades going simultaneously. But then you got the people on Reddit saying, like, no, that would be overpowered. Just like the double tap perk, it's overpowered. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me with these people, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's like they nerfed everything to oblivion. They even nerfed the wonder weapons. Like, the Wonder Waff is still good, but the ray gun is dog shit. It's even worse than it was in Black Ops 4. But somehow, despite all of these nerfs, people will still complain if they add something good into the game, like double tap, or like fucking workbenches for your weapon rarity. It's absolutely stupid. And, you know, I had the same problem with Cold War, because a lot of the guns in Cold War were pretty bad too, but you know what? Cold War had workbenches. So I could fucking upgrade my shit. And you know what? Yeah, I would be overpowered for about 30 rounds, but you know what? It was fun. And it lasted a lot longer than 45 goddamn minutes, let me tell you. People are quick to hate on Cold War because, oh, the map selection's bad. Yeah, it is bad. You know what's worse? Playing the same DMZ map 500 times with a fucking 45-minute time limit and no way to upgrade your guns unless you go in here and you select it from a schematic, which, by the way, they only have up to purple. They don't even have orange ether tools. You have green through purple, and then you have the first two tiers of Pack-a-Punch crystal rarity. Then you have all the perk cans that you can craft, all the ammo mods, both of the wonder weapons. You know what the worst part of this, though, is? Because they just couldn't let you have enough fun, right? They couldn't let you be too strong too quick. No, put a 10-hour fucking cooldown on it. 8-hour, I don't even know what fucking... That one's probably going to be 24 hours if I had to guess. These are all 3 hours. These are all 3 hours. These are both 48 hours! Like, what the fuck? I can't craft a ray gun, which, by the way, is one of the worst weapons in this game right now. I can't craft it more than once every 48 hours. How fucking stupid is that? The Wunderwaffe, you know, I kind of get that. But the ray gun? Like, come on, man. Come on. And, you know, kind of like DMZ, I have the weapon and shirt slots, which, you know, the timer goes down if you successfully exfil. But, you know, the timer for these does not go down. That'll stay at 10 hours. That'll stay at 10 hours after I craft it, even if I successfully exfil. That is a static cooldown. There's no way to reduce it. So yeah, you craft one of these bad boys and then you can play yourself one good game of zombies. And that's it, for 10 hours. Oh, it's so bad, man. This is fucking inexcusably bad. Like, there is so much they could have improved from Vanguard. So much. And you know what? In a lot of ways, in all fairness, in a lot of ways they did. They did improve a lot. But not enough. No, nowhere fucking near it. So, you know, God forbid you have the OG Zombies fans saying, you know, these guns are kind of suck. Maybe give us some more perks to boost them. Nah. You know, these crafting cooldowns are pretty restrictive. Let's you know, let's make the exfil reduce it. Nah. You know, the 45-minute time limit's very restrictive. This map is huge. It takes at least like 30 minutes to walk from one end to the other. Can we maybe have a little more time? Nah. If you defend this game, I just want you all to be aware of one more thing. If you're watching this video for the rant or the rage or whatever the fuck else, I just want you to be aware of one thing. If you defend this kind of game, this format of game, if you defend this, then you are the reason it exists. Because Activision knows they can get away with shoveling shit into your mouth every year. So thank you once again to all the people who try hard and sweat in DMZ and Warzone. Thank you so much for ruining one of the best game modes in a long time by just adding your shitty fucking influence to it for no reason. A game mode that was perfectly fine on its own. Could have done with some touch-ups here and there. Could have done with some more perks, some cooler maps. Nah, you had to make it open world and revolve around contracts. Thank you so much for ruining zombies.